Kringoudis, Doctor of Chinese Medicine, and here today to talk about endometriosis. In this woman's diary entry, she writes, "Since I was a teenager, I've suffered from painful periods. Some months were mild and others were almost completely debilitating. I was diagnosed with a bad case of endometriosis and told that there are a number of treatments available, but I just have to learn to live with it. In my 20s, I had a laparoscopy to fix the problem, but now I'm approaching my 30s, and whilst the symptoms haven't gotten any worse, they certainly haven't gotten any better. I find it hard to believe that this is something that I just need to put up with." Now, I would have to agree, this is not something that we necessarily have to put up with if we can understand how our bodies work and what might be driving the problem. With endometriosis, we know that it's an autoimmune condition, which is very much related to gut health. The other thing we know is that it is caused by inflammation, and inflammation and gut health are also very much intrinsically linked. So it makes sense to start to look at your digestive health if you want to start to make inroads in overcoming something like endometriosis. Now, whilst a laparoscopy for some women can be life-saving, it doesn't actually fix the problem. So we might utilise it to help with our symptoms, but then we need to look at what's driving the problem to really create change and not rely on something like a laparoscopy to just treat the symptoms, because the reality of that is if you are doing that, you're really only removing evidence of the problem and not treating the core issue. So Chinese medicine is very much focused on utilising or maximising qi and blood within your body. And the way that we make qi and we make blood is from our digestive system. We eat food, which is then assimilated to create things like qi and blood. Now, if it's deficient, obviously it makes sense that then our hormones begin to suffer because these vital elements aren't available that are the building blocks of things like our hormones. So maximising digestive function with something like our tiny tea is a really great way to start. We have another favourite tea of mine, fertility tea, which is very much focused on maximising your reproductive potential. It helps to facilitate and move qi and blood to the reproductive organs. Now, if you think about if nutrients is available and if we're facilitating blood flow to that area, we are able to make sure that it's nourished in the right way. And therefore, we start to overcome things like endometriosis. Now, these are just two things that you can look at to help to treat your endometriosis, but also I'd encourage you to look outside of that. Make sure your diet's good, fats and protein at every meal. Make sure that you are minimising stress to really help to overcome problems like endometriosis.